I've had a really amazing experience here at TIS. It's my second year. I was invited last year. It's been very exciting to see the event grow in the way that it has, not only from the number of participants, but also the numbers of sessions and the number of exhibitor stands. It obviously feels much more alive and much busier this year than it felt last year. I think that TIS has done a great job in maintaining safety protocols, even though, it's not as strict as it was last year, but still I think you've really dealt very well with the health and safety measures. And I think that everyone felt very comfortable no matter where they came from in the world. So the future of the industry is a very interesting question. A year ago, literally everyone thought that there would be no clear path to recovery. But I think what we've seen in the last at least 3 to 6 months, as destinations have opened up again, there's huge pent-up demand from consumers. There's a huge pent-up demand from destinations to open up again. And I think that there will be some changes. I think there will be more of a focus on sustainability. I think there's going to be more interest in product diversification, on people visiting places they've never been to before. People, I think, are prepared to spend more money, and I think the industry should. So consumers are prepared to spend more money, and I think the industry needs to really think about that. How do they create a more sustainable, more interesting tourism product going forward that isn't necessarily price driven? And I think some of those changes were going to happen anyway before COVID, but I think they're going to be accelerated now post-COVID. And I think that the type of product and the type of destinations that people are looking for is different than what it was. It's more authentic. The desire for things that are more interesting and more different, and not really based around mass tourism. So that's my view. I don't know whether long term there are going to be so many changes in the way that we work, but I think there's going to be a bigger focus on technology, and technology as an enabler for seamless travel. I think that again was something that was there before, but people really want that more now. So finding new ways of engaging with customers, not necessarily on a face-to-face, but through inspiration and technology. And I think, the idea of digital nomads working remotely, I think a certain part of the workforce is never going to go back to office-based work in the way that we did before COVID. And I think that's a real opportunity for destinations. And you can see some destinations, especially in Northern Europe, who are already offering long-term options for people who don't need to be in an office to go and work remotely over longer periods of time. And I think the industry really has used this last 18 months quite productively. Once companies knew that they could survive, I think that they said to themselves, okay, here's an opportunity to pivot in a different direction. And I think clever companies have really used that and found new ways of engaging with their partners and with their clients.